Welcome to Local Umbrella Live. I'm Brad Weber, with CEO of Local Umbrella Media. We're here at the beautiful IQ Podcast Studios with producer Sarah here in gorgeous Coronado, California. It's kind of cold and foggy today, which is the storm of the century. It's like 60 degrees today in Coronado. So it'll get warm tomorrow. Anyway, my very special guest today is Miss Shiela Alston. I'm so sorry. Shiela Aston, and I'm going to read. This is a long bio, so I'm going to read it. So you're a podcast host, founder of WellnessRE magazine and WellnessRE Pro, host of the first ever Wellness Real Estate Summit, which I was happy to be a part of in August of this year. You're a Compass real estate agent here in San Diego County and Rancho Santa Fe area, and you're a founder of the interior design firm Lux Living, LUX Lux Living SoCal. Is that it? Is that all you do?
I know.
Well,
It's crazy. I feel like when you read that, I'm doing way too many things.
you have a
Probably why I'm
busy life. I know that from talking to you. But anyway, I'm very happy to have you on today. So thanks for making time.
Thank
You're
you.
obviously busy schedule to be here. So tell us a little bit more about about wellness. I mean, obviously it's right in the name, wellness real estate. And I think I was kind of like that. It's like, how do those go together? So I'm going to let you elaborate, on your past, how you got to this point, and why wellness and go together.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Brad. I really appreciate you bringing me on the show today. I'm excited to be here. It's funny because I think this all started when my oldest son was going off to college, and I was trying to figure out what's my next phase. I didn't want to I was a stay-at-home mom. I mean, we've moved a lot and I've done interior design, but not really as a full-time job. So I knew that I love design, and we've moved so often that I thought real estate, I should be a real estate agent. But the funny thing is my husband was like, oh gosh, they work all the time. Don't do that. Go do something else. So then I got my certification being a health coach. And while I loved that and I loved learning everything about health and wellness, I just felt such a draw to still be in the real estate for some reason and interior design. And so I just kind of decided I was going to bring health and home together somehow. Mm-hmm. So I really started researching, and then I found out there's this whole thing called wellness real estate that was already out there. And at the time, it was a $134 billion industry. And now, just a few years later, it's nearly doubled and it's worth $275 billion. Yeah. So that was such inspiration for me because I thought, I'm not the only person who's thinking like this. Mm-hmm. So I need to figure out what this is. And as I started my own podcast called Blooming a Healthy Home by Design. Because as a health coach, you learn that health and wellness isn't just about what you eat and the fitness that you're doing. Mm-hmm. There's so much more that's off your plate that just directly affects your well-being. I mean, you could be in a toxic relationship or be in a toxic work environment, and you could be eating salad every day and working out, and it's still, you're unhappy. Right. So same goes with your health or your home environment. You could be living in a toxic home environment. You don't even know it, but yet you have all these symptoms. And so I've just, through my research, I've met so many awesome business owners who are also in this space. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I started this magazine I guess I'll back up a little bit. I then became a real estate agent, right? And I also have this interior design business that I've kind of always done on the side too. And I thought, well, I'll flip homes. My husband and I have done that. So maybe I'll flip homes or stage homes, and that will be my real estate thing. Mm-hmm. But I kept getting drawn to this wellness real estate. And, I don't know, well, this because you support real estate agents as well, but it's hard to stand out. There's so many real estate agents out there. And if you're saying the same things that every agent is saying, like I can help you buy your dream home, it turns into noise. And right. I think as a consumer, they think all agents are the same. Yep. And we're really not, because we're all small business owners. We're all entrepreneurs. We all have different expertise. We all have different knowledge and skills to help people with. Right. So I really think you want to promote what makes you different, what makes you unique. And I think that wellness real estate is such an opportunity to be able to speak to things that surround the home environment, but you're not necessarily talking about your listings or your open houses all the time, because I think that can get pretty boring if you're not, looking for a house right now. But you want to stay connected with all of your clients. You want to stay connected and build relationships. I mean, people who are good agents, they love connecting with people and building solid relationships, right? So I think talking about how your home can support a healthy lifestyle is just one way to help your clients and help your audience further stay connected with people. So I created this magazine to kind of showcase what all of these business people that I had met through my podcast are doing, and to also highlight a community, because wellness real estate is actually new development that's happening. The 275 billion is actually a whole bunch of forward-thinking developers who are building communities around the globe, and they're centered on well-being. So it's pretty exciting that that's happening. But where, as a real estate agent, I just see the opportunity is, 80% of homes that are sold are not new, construction.
Right.
It's existing homes, and everyone deserves to live in a healthy home environment. So how can we make that connection for people? How can we help them understand what is contributing to a toxic environment and what is making their homes unsafe or unhealthy? And how can we help them, do little things to change or to create a better lifestyle or create a better home environment so that they can have a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah. Well, it all makes sense. It's kind of the weakest link thing. Like you said, you can eat
Yeah.
salad every day, but if you're stressed out or something else is wrong, it's not, it's helping you in that part, but it's not going to get you where you need to be or stay. So it's kind of the same with
Exactly.
the house. If there's a certain part of your house that's unhealthy, it might be affecting and discounting everything else you're doing in your life. And
Yeah.
buying a house and owning a home is it's like a second marriage. It's the most important thing most people really do, and it doesn't get
It is.
sometimes that importance. People think, I bought a house, but it's your life. Really, it's not just a house. It's your life and how you live, and it's how you breathe and the energy you give and get and all that stuff. So I've got to agree with you. When I first met you, you came to me about printing and told me kind of the story, and we've connected ever since. But it didn't make sense. How does wellness and real estate go together? But obviously, I've looked into it, and I hear about it all the time anymore. And part of it's that reticular activator or whatever they call it when you buy a car, you see all the cars like yours. So I'm looking
Exactly.
for it
As
now,
well,
but I
it's in
see it
your
everywhere.
awareness now, right? Yeah.
It's
It's
in
all
my
of a sudden
awareness.
you're going
Yeah.
to see
So
it. Yeah.
it's everywhere, and I'm seeing it all the time and things. So I think you've tapped into something, and no one else is doing what you do. And you absolutely are right with real estate agents. I work with lots of them, and it's not that hard it's not like getting an attorney's license or a lot of other things where you go to school for years. It's fairly simple to go out and get a real estate license. Therefore, you can't just look at the title and say, "Oh, realtor." They must be. You have to prove yourself that you're a professional, that you're going to do a good job. It's a really important job because it is people's lives you're dealing with, and branding
Their
yourself.
biggest asset and a lot of money, and there's a ton of stuff that can go wrong.
Yeah, and their life. Yeah, there is. I've been through
Yeah.
it on
Yeah.
both good and bad. But branding yourself in some niche. The riches are in niches if you're talking economically, and branding yourself as a wellness real estate agent. While I didn't get it right away, I'm really getting it now, and I've talked to other agents, and it's a thing. So congrats for
It is. I know. I'm
developing it.
excited.
Yeah,
It's kind of like how organic, when that first came around, literally everyone was
right.
like, okay, you're crazy. You're going to spend $1 more on food that's the same.
Yeah.
And if you really got that, like, it's not the same, it's way better for you and it's healthier.
Yep.
And now, I mean, I don't know, has it been 20 years? It's everywhere, everything's organic. And I mean, it's kind of, there's probably, well, I don't know what it's called. It's called well washing now if you're using wellness when it's really not wellness, but or
really?
greenwashing, right? Yeah, but because some people are making claims. I don't know, but I just think that wellness, especially because of COVID, right? Like it's kind of at the forefront of everyone's minds now.
Right.
I think that you're going to see wellness in everything, and you already are seeing wellness in everything. And real estate, while it's been kind of a slow industry to change, I'm so excited about the new development that's happening. I think it's only a matter of time before there's going to really be wellness agents out there. There already are. I mean, I found a ton of agents who are calling themselves eco agents, green agents. That's been around for a long time.
Yep.
Regenerative agents, holistic agents, and even mindful agents. And they're all just finding kind of what is different and unique about them. What are their values that are important to them? and they're going out and marketing that in a way that's helping their clients kind of see things a little bit differently, and using that expertise to help them in a transaction and help them just live a healthier life too. So I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. So a lot of our audience here will be real estate agents, along with homeowners and other people, but there will be some real estate agents in there. And I know that you're looking to build and grow Wellness RE. So tell us a little bit about what you get when you join with Sheila.
Yeah. So really, as we talked about standing out, I created WellnessRE magazine. It's a digital magazine.
Mhm.
And I used, all the people that I've met on my podcast. I asked them, would you want to write for my magazine every month? And I have, a wellness architect. I have a home inspector who's also a home biologist. I have a biophilic designer. I have a feng shui person. I have a color psychologist. So I have all these healthy home experts that talk about a healthy home. So where there's magazines that talk about, a healthy lifestyle or like food to eat and that kind of thing. And then there's home magazines. This is really like a healthy home magazine. It's completely different. And, right. And the reason why I called it Wellness RE magazine is because wellness real estate is actually already a segment of our industry. And when I thought, if I send it to my audience, I'm going to be positioning myself differently. I'm going to be positioning myself as a wellness real estate agent.
Right.
And so anyways, it was a lot of work to create the magazine for one person, and everyone loved it. I thought, I really need to share this with other agents. So that's where WellnessRE Pro came in, and I created this membership. It's really inexpensive for them to join every month, and they'll get social media graphics done for them every month. So because it's just a lot to, as an agent, to deal with the marketing and what do I post and what do I talk about. So it's kind of makes it a no-brainer. They don't have to think about what to post, and they're helping their clients at the same time by offering unique and engaging different topics that no one else is talking about. And if you are an agent who cares about health and wellness, and you want to brand yourself a little differently, and you want to connect deeper with your clients and your audience, and then this is a perfect fit for that. So so that's how that came about.
Well, when I met you, you gave me a copy of or actually I saw it online. I guess I printed the first copy for you maybe, but anyway, I took it home to my wife because that's always my first test is, what do you think of this? And she loved it. She thought the content was, it was lots of different subjects. It was well written. It was pretty. It was gorgeous. And so it sold me on this is a thing. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that.
I told you this when I first met you. It's amazing that you kind of some of the things I've been wanting to do. You actually did it. You went out and got these national writers who are very well known, know their business really well. You put them all in a magazine and made it beautiful. And you did it all on your own. So one of the things real estate agents can use yours for most effectively, in my opinion, is keeping in touch with their past clients and maybe their people they're really close to already. So what we're doing is expanding that with all that great information, and we want to help real estate agents reach consumers that maybe aren't their clients yet, along with, with their sphere of influence. So we've created a couple titles. One's Healthy Home Magazine. I actually have one here. Probably can't see that on the screen, but doing this in a lot of the same content, because a lot of the same content is great. We'll take out some of the really real estate industry related and make it a consumer product that when they go to their mailbox, pull it out and read it. This is great information. And it's going to, again, brand that local agent. We're going to do them in several local areas and brand that local agent as the wellness real estate expert in their community.
Well, what I loved when I met you, Brad, was that when we were talking about this concept of having it be a print magazine, you said, realtors are already spending money every month sending these postcards. And really people are throwing them away. They're not reading them, and they all start to look the same. But realtors do it because they want to stay top of mind, and they know that even though they're throwing it in the garbage, they're seeing the name of the agent, right? But wouldn't it be amazing if you were actually providing value with something that they might actually read and have, the agent's picture on the cover or the back for them to remember? And if it's something that's not just like a sales magazine about selling products, and it's really about, I mean, I just think there's no better time than right now anyways. People want to learn how to have a healthier home environment. So
No doubt about it.
having wellness lifestyle magazine or healthy home magazine, whichever
Yeah.
one we do, I think it speaks to a lot of people. And then also, I remember you saying local matters. Like people they want to know what's in the local area. So if we can combine the healthy home with the local aspect, I think it's kind of a home run.
Yeah, I know it's a home run. We just got to
Yeah.
finish, and we're already on our way. But next year's
Yeah.
going to be a good one for both of us. So, yeah, a couple
Yeah.
of things. Local, the smaller there's a saying: the smaller you get, the more people care. The smaller your focus, the more people care.
Mm-hmm.
People care about themselves. They care about their family. The next level is really their community. It's where they
Right.
live. So if you send them something in the mail that talks about their neighborhood, their community, and their environment, they're gonna. The other thing we call it is a mailbox moment. You go to your mailbox, you
Mm-hmm.
with a postcard, you go to the trash can, you throw away the crap, and you keep the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to make it past the trash can, kind of like we do with our local publications here, but in a different way. They won't throw it away. If it says the name is Rancho Santa Fe Wellness Lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
or Healthy Home Magazine, and there's some good content and it's pretty. I mean, and the cost isn't that much more than a postcard, amazingly. So,
Yeah, and you have a
and
strategy for doing that, which is
we have a
amazing,
strategy.
right?
We're already doing it. This is just kind of a niche, a different, it's a different niche, like we talked about. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
for realtors that want to brand themselves as the wellness expert and also brand themselves as a community supporter and someone that's into improving lives, not just selling houses and making money. They want to be a part of the community. They want to be a part of improving people's lives. And they also want to be an educational source. So,
Mm-hmm.
the other thing we call it is here I am versus there you are marketing. Here I am marketing is
Mm-hmm.
the postcards. Hi, I'm Brad. I'm the greatest realtor.
Yeah.
Come buy your house with me or list your house with me versus hi, I'm Brad or I'm Sheila. And here's some great information we had. We want to give it to you. And a lot of realtors are doing that with postcards, or I'm sorry, with online newsletters. I get a lot
Mm-hmm.
of them because
Mm-hmm.
I connect with a lot of realtors. Do I read them? Not so often because there's so many
Mm-hmm.
stuff that comes in an email box, but they're already they already know about that you've got to provide people with information. You can't just advertise anymore. It's just not what it
Well,
used to
and that's the part too. Like they say that really, if you want to really be helpful, 80% of what you talk about needs to not be about you and what you're selling,
be.
right? It needs to be about something that's providing value.
Yeah, right.
So as an agent, if you're thinking, oh God, now not only do I have to do my job and I have to go out and like volunteer and I have to meet a bunch of people, which they're probably already enjoying doing those things, but that stuff
Mhm.
takes a lot of time, right?
Yep.
So now you got to also create marketing materials and you got to create like, schedule stuff on social media and you got to mail stuff out. Like it's just a lot. So if you can partner with businesses that are already doing this stuff to kind of help you, it just makes life a whole lot easier, you know?
I agree. I think the
Yeah.
consumers are going to be happy with it. I think the real estate agents we get on board, not only with WellnessRE Pro, but with the magazine um, mailing program that we're developing. I can't tell you how excited I am about next year because I think we're going to hit a home run.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think more agents, it's funny because I'm with Compass. So even just our marketing materials that come out, our newsletters that we have access
Mhm.
to within our Compass like marketing system,
Mhm.
I find articles all the time about like wellness lifestyle. And I'm like, see, you
See,
know,
I
I mean,
told you
Compass
so.
is a little forward thinking.
Yes,
So
they are.
they like to talk, so I just, and they actually, he used to be the CEO, but he's the chief evangelist. His name's Leonard Steinberg. And
Mhm.
he sends something to Compass every day that's called, it's kind of like a did you know thing. And I asked him last year, you have so many grateful, insights in here. Can I put them in my magazine? He said, sure. So he actually sent out, it was the anniversary issue in November. And I sent it
Mhm.
to him and he sent it to the whole, everyone in Compass. So,
Oh, wow.
everybody saw that. They got, access to one of the issues, which I thought was pretty cool. So,
That is pretty cool. Outstanding. So
mhm.
you're already out there. Great.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the holidays are here. I want to wish you a very happy holiday, and I look forward to learning more about what you're providing. I've seen, by the way, I'm subscribed as part of
Yes.
our arrangement, so I've seen your social media posts, and I'm every time I get something, it's like, wow, how does she find time to do that so well? and you're just really
I'm
talented,
slowly
really
going to surround
passionate.
myself with the team that can help me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad that we're partnering together. You
Well, it's
can't do it
easier.
all yourself, you know?
That's true, but, you've done a lot of the thought process and putting the pieces
Hmm.
together. It's just, managing and growing and all that stuff. So you've got it started. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I really, appreciate you taking time to share this with our audience and both consumers and realtors. And so people out there, not only in San Diego, but across the country, look, next year in your mailbox. One of these days, you might be getting a magazine with all this wonderful content from your local real estate agent and realtors. You should talk to Sheila. We'll give you
Yeah.
the contact information down below on this, but I'll allow you to let people know how to get a hold of you if they want to know more about it.
Sure. For any realtors who are out there, check out my podcast. It's the Wellness Real Estate Podcast. So you can do that. If you are just a consumer or homeowner, I have my other podcast is Blooming a Healthy Home by Design. And then if you, like I said, if you are a realtor and you want to check out the magazine, it's wellnessrepro.com. And the magazine is wellnessremag.com. So there's lots of different ways. My Instagram is at Wellness Agents, or at WellnessRE Magazine, or at Shiela Aston Homes,
Boy,
or actually at Lux Living SoCal. There's so many things. It's kind of
I'm
crazy.
glad they can
So
rewind this and
yes, exactly.
replay it
But the
again to
other
get all
thing that
the.
I'm doing is I just started I'm like a free training that I'm going to put with Access Everywhere, and I'm going to promote it on my podcast also. But it's a free training that's going to just talk about, how you can become a wellness agent, why you need to become a wellness agent, and how you can differentiate yourself so that you stand out in the crowd. And that's realestate-webinars.com.
Wow, it's a good name.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Great. Well,
So
get some peace and relax. Take care of your wellness and yourself because I know you're
yeah.
probably too busy. So I really appreciate you taking time out to be with us today. I think it was great information. I hope people go and learn more about what you're doing because it's pretty incredible, really. And I think it's the future. It's 2022 and beyond. And
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you soon and talking more about this and developing this in 2022. Thanks for being here, Sheila.
Thank you, Brad. Happy holidays to you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
That's our show. I
Bye.
want to thank our sponsors, Attorney King, Saquon Casino, Nikki Rottens, IB Fitness, Wilsey Asset Management. We wouldn't be here without our sponsors, so thanks to all of you. Shiela Aston, thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. That's our show.